What if I told you? There is a place on Earth where modern navigation sometimes fails. Where experienced pilots lose direction in seconds. And where entire ships simply vanish, without sending a single distress signal. No wreckage. No survivors. No clear answers. For decades, this region has terrified sailors, pilots, and scientists alike. Some call it a myth. Some call it a coincidence. And some believe it hides something we still cannot understand. This is the story of the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is not an official place on any map. It is a loosely defined area in the Atlantic Ocean between 3 points: Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. This region covers one of the busiest travel routes in the world. Thousands of ships and aircraft pass through it every year. And yet, despite this heavy traffic, it became famous for disappearances that seem impossible to explain. But is it really dangerous? Or did the mystery grow from isolated incidents? To understand that, we need to go back in time. December 5, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers took off from Florida. It was a routine training mission. Clear skies. Experienced pilots. Normal conditions. But just a few hours later, something went wrong. The leader of the squad reported something strange. His compass was not working properly. Soon, all 5 aircraft became confused. They could not identify their position. They could not find direction. Radio communication became tense. They were flying, but they didn't know where. Then fuel started running low. Panic increased. Controllers tried guiding them back. But the situation kept getting worse. And then, all communication stopped. 5 aircraft, gone. No confirmed wreckage was ever recovered. Even more strange, a rescue aircraft sent to find them also disappeared. This case became the foundation of the Bermuda Triangle mystery. But it was only the beginning. Long before Flight 19, another mystery shocked the world. In 1918, a massive U.S. Navy ship called USS Cyclops left Barbados. On board, more than 300 passengers and crew. It was one of the largest naval ships of its time. It was never seen again. No distress signal. No confirmed debris. Nothing. Even today, it remains the largest single ship loss in U.S. Navy history not caused by combat. How does a ship that large disappear without a trace? This question added fuel to the legend. As the stories of the Bermuda Triangle spread across the world, scientists and researchers began taking a closer look at the region. They wanted to understand whether there was any real scientific reason behind these disappearances, or whether the mystery was being shaped by natural and human factors. One of the strongest explanations is human error. In earlier times, navigation across the ocean was far more difficult than it is today. Without modern GPS systems, sailors depended on basic instruments like compasses and maps. Even a small mistake in direction could lead a ship far off course into the vast open ocean, where finding the correct path again was extremely difficult. Another major factor is severe weather conditions. The Atlantic Ocean is known for sudden and violent storms. Hurricanes and powerful wind systems can develop quickly, leaving very little time for ships or aircraft to react. In such conditions, even experienced crews can find themselves in life-threatening situations. Scientists also study the possibility of rogue waves. These are massive walls of water that appear without warning. Unlike normal waves, rogue waves can strike with extreme force and are capable of damaging or sinking even large ships within seconds. Another theory suggests methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor. According to this idea, large amounts of trapped gas could suddenly escape from beneath the seabed. If this happens, it may reduce the water's density, making it harder for ships to stay afloat and potentially causing them to sink rapidly. However, despite all these explanations, there is an important conclusion. No single scientific theory is enough to explain every disappearance linked to the Bermuda Triangle. And this is exactly why the mystery still continues to capture attention around the world. As stories spread, imagination took over. Some believed the Bermuda Triangle was linked to Atlantis, a lost civilization said to have sunk beneath the ocean thousands of years ago. Others suggested alien activity, claiming UFOs might be involved in unexplained disappearances. And some even believed in time distortions, where ships and planes accidentally enter zones outside normal reality. There were reports of strange lights, compass failures, and electronic malfunctions. But none of these theories were ever proven. Still, they became part of the legend. Today, most scientists agree on one key point. The Bermuda Triangle is not more dangerous than any other part of the ocean. In fact, millions of ships and aircraft pass through it safely every year. Modern navigation systems have reduced risks dramatically. Most historical cases can be explained by bad weather, technical failure, human mistakes. So why did the legend become so famous? Experts say the answer is simple. Media attention, sensational storytelling, and human fascination with mystery. Even today, people are fascinated by the Bermuda Triangle. Because humans are naturally drawn to the unknown. We want answers. We want certainty. But some mysteries survive, even when science explains them. Not because they are unsolved, but because they are unforgettable. The Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most famous mysteries in modern history. Ships, planes, stories, theories. Some real, some exaggerated, some misunderstood. But one thing is clear. It is not a place of magic. But it is a place where nature, error, and imagination came together to create a legend. So the question remains. Is it truly mysterious? Or just misunderstood? The answer depends on what you believe.